we gonna do?
We call Jack and ask him.
Hey.
Oh, nice timing. We were just gonna call you.
Why? What's up?
Well, Dixie has just been summoned to appear before Judge Carson this afternoon.
Why? For what reason? Ordered to appear to show cause why you should be cited for contempt of court?
It's just this big misunderstanding.
Well, suppose you tell me just a little bit more about this big misunderstanding, huh?
Well, yesterday I stopped by. Well, I didn't call first, right? And I stopped by, and Junior was visiting, and the social worker showed up, and then Adam found out.
Wait a minute. You were with Adam Jr.? Dixie, Brian, the judge specifically barred you having any contact with Adam Jr. whatsoever.
I know. It was for 5 minutes.
I didn't know he was here. He saw me.
You know how Junior feels about Brian?
What could I do? I couldn't just walk out the door.
I mean, Junior would feel terrible if you left without saying hi or something. The judge can't be mad at me for that.
Well, not only can he obviously is, Dixie. Damn it, you have made a very serious mistake.
Well, we've been looking for you.
Oh, and who is this little bundle of joy?
Well, just say I am the sweetest angel in the whole wide world.
The size of those eyes.
Yeah, and that intelligent slope of his forehead. You know, I think he's just a spitting image of Homer.
Oh, no. He takes after his mom.
Oh, no, he's got his daddy written all over him, especially when he yells, which I hope we're not going to be doing too much of with the doctor today.
Oh, you're here for checkup, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, he's just as healthy as a horse and just about the sweetest baby boy a mama could ever ask for.
Indeed.
Gotta get out of here.
Hey, can I hold him?
Well, of course you can. I thought you were working ahead to make your round.
Oh, it's all right. I was just about to try to help a young man who lost his mother this afternoon. Lovely family. It's a very sad story. Although I don't really know quite why I think that he would accept comfort from a total stranger.
All right, Leslie, you want to tell me just what the hell you're trying to pull? You know you are required to inform me of any expedited order on my client to show cause. Because Adam Chandler's accusations are nonsense, that's why, and you know it. No. No, absolutely not. Oh, you bet I'll go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Now, you listen to me. I want you to tell your client something for me. You tell him that I'm on to him. And if he's doing what I think he is, he's done. That's right. I'll see you in court.
You were great.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you think it'll make any difference?
I hope it will, but I really doubt it. I tell you what would make a difference, though, is if you two would quit playing so fast and loose with the judge's orders.
I told you Brian was here for less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, but within that 5 minutes, the social worker saw him with Adam Jr., now didn't she?
Well, yes, but she didn't even call before she came over.
She's not required to call, Dixie. So Mrs. Young, she comes over here for a home visit, and what she finds is you two in direct defiance, open defiance of the court's ruling.
No, that's not what was going on. I was trying to smooth over an awkward moment.
Look, this is my fault.
I don't give a damn whose fault it is, Brian. Look, as your friend, I am sympathetic to this. You know that. You know how I feel about this. But as your lawyer, I have to make sure that you have some idea what the hell we are really up against here.
You know what we're up against? We're up against my stupid jerk of an ex-husband.
And his damn crafty lawyer.
Who, by the way, only warps the facts to try to make Dixie look bad.
Let me tell you something, Brian. Defying a judge's order doesn't just look bad. It is bad.
I don't know if I can stand this anymore, okay? Adam, his lawyer, and the judge are the ones who are bad. They're the ones with all the power over my son's life, not me!
You are absolutely right. But it's temporary, Dixie. Do you understand me? It is temporary. Now, what we have to do now is convince this judge that you will follow his every order, right down the line, letter for letter, from now on.
She can do that.
I know she can do it, and you have to do it, Dixie. Listen to me. If you don't do this, this temporary order could turn into a permanent one.
Come on. Get a grip. How can I know I've been here if I've never been here before? How the hell can I recognize something I can't remember to forget? Doesn't matter anyway. The hell with this place. My past, to hell with Pine Valley. To hell with all of it.
Why is everybody yelling at me? My God, I only get to spend 8 hours a week with my son.
Dixie, nobody is yelling at you.
8 crummy hours during which I'm constantly being harassed by a lawyer or a judge or the
Dixie, I'm only trying to make the point that you have to play by the rules.
But they're not my rules.
I know that.
How much more of this am I supposed to take?
Dixie, you can't keep thinking like this. I mean, you care about what's right and wrong, but that's not going to get you anywhere.
That's right. It's not getting me anywhere. Why not?
I don't know. I wish I had the answer, but thinking about it all the time is what's making you crazy.
That's right. I don't know what I'm thinking
Listen to Jack. He's right. It's only temporary until the next hearing.
Wait a minute. The judge can't cancel this hearing, can he? I mean, he can't give custody to Adam over this, can he?
Dixie, Judge Carson is the final authority, which is why when he issues an order, damn it, you have to follow his order.
Great. Great. Oh, great. Oh, what have I done?
You haven't done anything wrong on purpose, all right? And we're gonna make the judge believe that.
That's exactly what you have to do, Dixie.
I mean, Dix, you let caring about your son and not wanting him to get hurt be more important than a court order.
Right. Whether I am sorry or not,
No,
right?
it's nothing that you have to be... You don't have to apologize for loving him or for being a mother. But you do... We have to lie low right now. We have to. We can't hand Adam any more ammunition.
You're exactly right, Black.
You know, you two of you you're trying so hard, and I really appreciate it, but you're not a parent. You don't understand the empty space that you feel inside when you lose your child.
Dixie, you haven't lost Junior.
But Junior and I used to do everything together. Now he's gone, and I just feel so powerless.
You are, okay? You are. That's a fact. And that is what you're going to say to the judge when you see him, because you're going to tell him that he has the power and that you're okay with that.
But I'm not.
You have to do that to get him in your corner. Okay? So that when the smoke clears, you've shown him the real you, and you have Junior back.
So in other words, I have to play the game.
By the rules.
By their rules.
Right.
Whether I like it or not.
Well, you can do that for Junior, can't you?
Okay.
Okay, good.
I will go and get dressed.
Good. And you'll see that everything is going to be okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Jack.
You take your time. That was a fine thing you did just now.
Yeah, well, did it mean anything? I mean, was I just full of bull? Is it too late for her?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Well, okay, then just give me a straight answer. Do you think Adam is going to be able to keep Junior now?
Wish I'd never heard the name Orsini. Should have stayed down in the vineyard. Made up name, no past. Nothing to lose. Yeah. Better to be some jerk with nothing to lose than to be a jerk who loses everything all over again.
I'll give you $1 if you can tell me the exact hour that you will be painting this room red. Time's up. You owe me $1. It's going to be 3 o'clock, which in biblical terms is the 11th hour.
Shut up! Shut up, you old gas bag! What the hell am I talking to? Okay. I'm all right. I'm just driving myself crazy. Literally. I don't know if I can take this anymore. Good afternoon, Miss Cooney, Mr. Montgomery, Mr. Bodine.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Please, be seated.
Thanks. Just sit right here, Brian.
I have before me a report which I received yesterday, signed by Mrs. Young, the court-appointed social worker assigned to this case. Are you and your client aware of its contents, Mr. Montgomery?
Your Honor, we have not seen this report in any form as yet.
Miss Cooney, this is a transcript of the custody hearing I presided over regarding your son 5 weeks ago. Would you please read what I've underlined out loud on page 240?
Yes. Please note that the child is not to remain in his mother's home overnight, nor to visit her at times when Brian Bodine is present.
Thank you. Mr. Montgomery, do you have a plausible explanation of how your client failed to comprehend the meaning of that order, much less its binding nature?
Your Honor, there were extenuating circumstances surrounding these reported events.
The meaning and intent of the order was clearly spelled out in plain English. Miss Cooney, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Your Honor, if I may, my client is at this time painfully aware of the serious and binding nature of your directives, and, well, she will live by the letter of them from now on. She also regrets any past mistakes.
I see.
And these unfortunate errors of judgment will not be recurring, Your Honor.
You seem to make quite a lot of mistakes, don't you, Miss Cooney?
Well, I'm sorry, Your Honor. There's been a lot of things happening lately, and it's been kind of difficult to think clearly, but I can promise you that Brian will not be around Junior again. I promise.
There is also an account in Mrs. Young's report of an unauthorized attempt on the part of your client to accompany the child's class on a field trip to the local airport on the 8th of this month. Another episode at which Mr. Bodine was also present. May I assume that this was a mistake as well, Miss Cooney? Another unfortunate error in judgment?
Yes, sir.
Which, no doubt, you are willing to assure won't recur.
No, it won't, sir.
The child's father, Adam Chandler Sr., and his legal counsel report that you have been uncooperative, Miss Cooney.
I've tried very hard to be as cooperative as I can be, sir, and I promise you that I will be more cooperative in future.
At the first hearing on December 23rd, I issued a temporary order of custody to Adam Chandler Sr. based on a plenitude of evidence indicating your unfitness as a parent, Miss Cooney. However, I noted that both you and the child's father were well-intentioned, sympathetic, and deeply attached to Adam Chandler Jr. For that reason, I granted you 2 months to prepare evidence for this court on your ability to function as a parent. And now, here we sit, 5 weeks later, and you've shown nothing but open defiance and blatant disregard for the orders of this court.
Excuse me. When do I get to explain the extenuating circumstances
Dixie,
here?
let's let Judge Carson finish.
No, why should I let him finish? He obviously has made up his mind. You're on Adam's side.
You will control yourself.
You don't care why I did what I did. You don't want to know why I did what I did.
please,
Because
stop
if you
this,
would
please.
listen to me, you would know that I am not the unfit parent here. Adam is.
Silence!
I want to know is why I shouldn't cite you for contempt of court right this minute.
Watch where you're going, moron! You're gonna kill somebody, you idiot!
Sure, you feel a lot of pain getting there. Do you hear me?
What is it? What is it?
Is she here?
Uma.
The girl you love. Dixie.
Dixie. Dixie.
You don't have to find her. I've already found her.
Dixie. Dixie. My God, she actually did it. She did find her. Dixie. All My Children will continue in a moment. She was right. All along, she was right. Everything's in Pine Valley. I passed the girl. She figured it out. I'm running around town like an idiot. She puts the pieces together in a hospital bed. Okay, Ma. You're smarter than me. I admit it. What do I do now? I don't even know where to start. Come on, Ma, you're on a roll. Give me a hint. You're standing like an idiot. Make a U-turn.
How can I defend myself when nobody listens?
Dix, come on. Remember, we came here to say we're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, my client apologizes for her outburst. It's just that she's been under a great deal of stress, as you might understand.
Montgomery.
Her regret is sincere, Your Honor, and if I may respectfully submit that citing my client for contempt of court at this time will help no one in this case, least of all the minor child involved, Adam Chandler, Jr.
A night behind bars might be just what it takes to get through to her, Counselor.
Your Honor, I beg you to reconsider. My client acknowledges her mistakes in the past, and I will guarantee you that there will be full compliance with your orders from now on. I further guarantee that there will be a new spirit of cooperation between my client and Adam Chandler, Sr.
Alas, Mr. Montgomery, there is much in life we cannot guarantee.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
If the judge asks...
No, excuse me, sir, but my name is in the court order and the summons, and I am the reason for the problem, right? Can I say something about this?
Not without my permission.
May I have your permission?
Very well, Mr. Bodine, speak your piece.
I went to Dixie's house that night because I had something important to tell her. I didn't know that Junior was there because I didn't call first.
When you saw the child was there, why didn't you leave?
Well, I would have, and I did want to, but Junior saw me too, and the thing is that we're friends. The social worker would have known if I'd been allowed to spend any time with them, and then maybe something good would have been in that report, sir, because Dixie is the best mother a kid could ever have, and she's worked very hard to make sure that he doesn't feel that any of this is his fault, or that he's a piece of rope in a tug of war, and that was going on in my head when he asked me to stay. I didn't want him to think that I was mad at him or that we weren't friends anymore. And so I went in, and I thought I had maybe 2 minutes to spend with him, and that's when the social worker showed up.
Are you trying to put this down to bad luck, Mr. Bodine?
No, Your Honor. I'm not. I don't want to put it down to anything. I just want to explain that I didn't mean to be disrespectful to you or the law. But at that time, with that kid, if I had turned around and walked out the door, then that would have been like telling him that I don't care about him. And that, sir, would have been a lie. And neither Dixie nor I have ever lied to the kid about anything. Never.
You surprise me, Mr. Bodine.
Nobody meant to hurt anybody, Your Honor, and it won't happen again.
Thank you for shedding light on the situation, Mr. Bodine. It's late. I'm due in court. Miss Cooney?
Yes, sir.
I'm letting you off with only a reprimand. Continue to flaunt my directives, and I won't be so lenient next time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll see you again in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We let you off. I told you it would be okay. Everything's okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lose it, Jack. I really didn't.
No, it's just that this is a perfect example of why I say you can't let this stuff get you, Dixie.
I know. He just wouldn't listen to me. But he listened to you.
Boy, did he ever. You were very, very eloquent. Thank you so much.
Oh, I was just honest. You ready to go home?
Yeah, listen, Brian, I hope you can understand this, but I really need to be alone for a little while.
Well, look, the reason I stopped by earlier is that there have been some developments in this case which are actually quite good. I'd like to tell you about it. Make you feel
sure.
it.
It's wonderful. Thank you very much. But, I just can't talk about this anymore, okay?
Well, can I at least give you a ride home?
No, really. I'll be fine. Thank you for what you said. Thank you, Jack.
Think she's going to be all right?
I don't know. What I would like to know is why we are always messing up. What is wrong with us?
The idea?
Well, call me crazy. But I always thought people outranked principles.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with you, Brian. You're just a human being like everybody else, that's all. And that's okay. Very wise person told me that once. I just wish I would have listened to her. Maybe I'd be more help to Dixie right now.
What are you doing? Jack, you're doing great.
I'm doing my best, Brian. I just hope it's enough to help her. But you, thank you very much. You really saved the day. Maybe you ought to think about going to law school. Good.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, thanks again. Get her out of your head, man. Just forget about her.
My car drove itself to this spot because it just knows I need you. I'm sorry, I know that you're gone, but I have to have your help. Adam's trying to take Junior away again, and this time I think that he's going to do it. I just keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I trusted him. you would just hear. Somehow to help me. Tell me what to do.
Dixie. Give me a break. Dixie who? Dixie what? Dixie Cup? I wish I were in Dixie? Trixie in Dixie? Ma, I've fallen in love with someone named after a cartoon character. You said she was in Pine Valley. You want to point me in the right direction? I mean, honestly, how am I supposed to handle this on my own? Can't take any more of this.